Hey guys, it's your favorite nail tech, Kutekellz. Welcome to Kutekellz Glitter Box. This is a video just arranging in my shop. My girl, it's her birthday and she wanted something different, so I said let me show you guys the process. Hope you enjoy. First, what I did was her old nails were already coming off, so we just went in and took them off. We were pressed for time, so I prepped her nails using a medium mandrel bit, and her nails are pretty strong. So what I did was I pushed back her cuticles. I sprayed alcohol first to dehydrate her nail, and then I pushed back her cuticles as much as possible. And while I'm filing with this, with the e-file, with the arbor band, I try to push it back a little bit more. But please do not hurt your client, guys. This process, anytime you're using your e-file, it's very important to not overfile or hurt your client or cut them. And that's my number one rule in my class: do not cut your client. Okay, so this is what I'm doing right now, and then we're gonna add her tips. Yes, I did it backwards. I cut her nails after because I am a professional. I've been doing nails for 20 years officially now, so I speed it up for you guys, but this is real time, so I didn't want to talk too much. But yeah, this is what I do in my shop every day. Depends on the client, depends on the situation. All right, so here we'll file everything, make it all nice and neat before I add my tips. Okay. Now I'm gonna add my tips. These tips are C-curve. They're located on my website as well. They're super strong. My clients, they don't break their nails. And with these tips, you don't need to use a ton of acrylic either to avoid breaking. You always want your nails to look as natural as possible. Okay, and you always want them to fit. I use 1-second glue. They are the best. Sometimes when you're using really strong, thick nail tips, certain glues don't glue them right away. I would have to use a nail dry spray, or I would have to dip them in acetone to thin the nails and then put glue, and that's the only way they'll glue faster. But with 1-second glue, everything glues. So we're gonna add all the tips, and then we're gonna get into our shape. Okay, so now that we got all our tips on, she wanted them almond oval shape. So it's her birthday. She was like, Raquel, it's my birthday today. I was like, girl, you want a refill? I said, no, I can't do that. I gotta give you a full set. So the ones I had, the length I originally cut, you can see here. She was like, nah, that's too long, Raquel. You gotta cut that down. So I cut it down a bit, and I told her, and say, it's gonna shape, but with the design, you really need a good length to make the design pop. Certain designs don't look good on short nails. Also, if you're a nail tech, you better have the eye for it. All right. So this is how I do my almond shape. I cut it like a stiletto at first, not a deep stiletto, but just to get the length. I use my finger as my guide for the length. You see my pinky nail? I rest it under the nail so I know exactly how long she wants them. And as I said before, y'all, I've been doing nails so long, I don't even measure no more. Everything just is always on point. And if I do see one, that's what I do. I measure a little bit, and then I go from there. Use your eyes, guys. Use your eyes and your hands. That's how you and see, look at her thumbs. One is larger than the other. So don't assume all your nails are the same size. They're not. But you want all your fake nails, all your enhancements to be the same size and length. Okay, so here I go now. I'm just filing them, making them nice and shaped up so it's easier. Excuse me, y'all. I'm tired. I'm trying to edit this video. Don't laugh at me. But I said I had to get this out there on YouTube for y'all, So here I go. I'm just filing, getting the shape right. When you're filing your client's nails, please do not file your clients so they hurt so bad. Please take your time. I use a 180 grit nail file. The 80 side I use when I'm filing acrylic. The 100 side is when I'm filing natural nails or the fake nail itself. You don't want to overfile and then you're like, oh my god, my nail is crooked. Please take your time out and shape your client's nails, because that's why everybody come back. The nail shape, your shape has to be on point. All right, and there she goes. She ready to go, ready for acrylic to get laid. So just pay attention to my mannerisms, how I hold her finger, how I hold my nail file, things like that. And because the tips are so thick, whenever you put acrylic on, sometimes the sides, they tend to show a little more clear through your acrylic. So I always get rid of those corners before I lay my acrylic on the nail. And I would do this with both hands, all right? When you use a medium arbor band, anytime you're using any type of heat file, you do not want to put pressure on the nail. You just want to gently go over the surface of the nail. So now I'm done with all of that. I'm priming. I always prime twice. This primer, I'd say about my nail primer. My nail primer do wonders. Yes, I mix my own acrylic. Do not listen to nobody. You can mix your own and make your own color. I like a natural color for my clients. It goes better with your skin tone. Certain colors go better with certain skin tones. Not every design looks good on certain acrylic backgrounds. So you have to be mindful of your client and keep them in mind for what looks good on them. Not just applying any old acrylic just to anybody. All right, I like to know what I'm doing before I apply any acrylic and get the party started. So here we go now. You always want to make sure acrylic application is seamless. I don't like when I see on other videos their napkin is like soaked with acrylic liquid. There go the sun coming in. It was early in the morning. She was my first client, so I was like, yeah girl, we have time, so let's make this video. You don't want to waste your acrylic either. You see the little excess that comes off, that's okay, but you don't want to be over here having these large amounts of acrylic. You're wasting your money. You're wasting your product. You always want to make sure your client has enough acrylic on their nail. You want to use a good brush. I think this was a size 14 brush. And your acrylic needs to be like butter, yo. I'm always changing up my stuff because I just search for the best acrylic for my clients. This acrylic, I actually purchased it from I'm gonna tell you how to mix. Should I tell you how to mix? I'm gonna give y'all my secret right now. I have, I think, Young Nails Peach, Cover Peach, Cover Pink, and I have purchased that pink acrylic from Amazon. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to see if I could find it and put it in the description box for you guys. But yeah, I mix my own acrylic into the color that I like. None of these colors really, some of them is good, but I like to mix and make my own. See here, I primed twice. I was primed before I put my acrylic on. And this actually took me, I think, like 20 minutes. And the whole set, I speed up the video, but the whole set took me at least an hour to remove, to apply new tips, to apply her acrylic and everything. When you're doing nails in a salon, you want to make sure, we were talking, even her mom came out and we were talking, so you got to stay focused as a nail tech, because at the end of the day, you got to make sure you got enough time to make your money. You don't have all day to be sitting there on one client. So if anything, I suggest to you, please have a good work ethic when you're working. You know what I mean? Don't sit around and just be like, oh girl, no, you're running a business. So you always want to make sure your timing is great and your money's good as well. Okay? So if you can see, I'm going to zoom in later on so you guys can see how seamless her acrylic application is. This is how you want your acrylic application. You do not want to waste your acrylic. You want to make sure every bit of that acrylic is on that nail, because at the end of the day, you're wasting your money. Okay, you want to save money. That's not how business works. You want to make sure that your products are good, and you want to make sure they're going to last you and they're good for your clients as well. Okay? Remember what I told you. You want to make sure your nail tip shape is on point. So when you apply your acrylic seamless, you don't have a lot of work to do. You're cutting down a lot of work when it comes to filing. You don't want to be sitting here filing all day, all night. The work is already done for you. So you want to work smarter, not harder, okay? So here I am. You always remember as well, your nail file refines. Your nail file refines. It refines the shape. So here I am. I think I use 100 on that side and 80 on the other side. But it all depends. You want to stay gentle. I wouldn't say not use either one, but you want your nails to look so smooth and seamless that, 100 does that for you. 100 grit. So it'll work just as fine. Once you do the footwork, the base work, everything else comes easier, and it will take time to master everything, okay? So don't rush yourself. Take your time. Just take these tips and use them wisely, all right? It's all hand-eye coordination. All hand-eye coordination, and take your time. Don't rush, okay? Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my e-file to seal the nail. Here you can see that her nail, there's no acrylic, absolutely none, running over on her cuticles or on the sides of her finger. So here I'm just, so here you can see I'm just going around her cuticle, making sure that the nail is sealed and her nails are gonna last. I use a medium carbide bit. You can use fine, it's up to you. But I like to use medium because Medium does the work faster for me. Once you see how I hold her finger, I hold my fingers. You always want to use your fingers as leverage to hold to make sure that everything is sturdy, and you don't want to cut your client. You can use your carbide bit at any RPM you choose, but always remember, the faster it goes, the more you hold it in one place, the more friction you cause, and that in return creates heat. You don't want to burn your client. You want your client to be as comfortable as possible. All right, so I think here I always use my RPMs about 8 or 9. I take my time and do this part of the service because, as I said in the beginning, I do not like to cut my clients. That's the worst feeling in the world. And remember, no one is disclosing to you if they have AIDS or if they have any blood issues. You always want to make sure you're safe. You can use gloves as well, but if you use safety as your number one, I'm not saying that mistakes don't happen. Mistakes happen, but as I said before, safety first, and you always want to take your time. Do not try to rush anything, okay? Take your time, and eventually your speed will grow, and you will be able to do a full set in half an hour. You always want to move your client's skin away, wherever it is. See, she has a little on the side, so you want to take your time and go around. This is a brand new bit, so it was super sharp. So I'm telling you, you don't want to cut your client. I'm going to tell you what they told me in school. I'll never forget. I think my teacher, she was Brazilian. She said to me, she said, this can cut someone's finger off. So be careful with that. And I'll never forget when she said that to me. I was so scared. And ever since then, that's been my number one rule. I don't want to cut anybody. Even when I came out of nail school and I started working, I met a lady. She had skin that was under her free edge, and I didn't know. Her nails fooled me. You could say that. And I cut her nail, and I'll never forget it. It was like a crunch noise, and she was bleeding all over the table. So, y'all, I've been traumatized since day one. All right? So you want to have your clients have a good service. You don't want when they leave or they wash their hands, they're like, oh my God, my nails are burning, or feeling any uncomfortableness. All right. So then after I use my carbide bit, I go ahead and I go back in with my mandrel bit again, a new arbor band. This is to refine my nails. I tell you all my secrets. I shouldn't be telling you all my secrets, but it's my secret. This is my number one secret, y'all. Right here. You can use a carbide bit, and then you could use a nail buffer, but it's not going to give you that seamless look as if you were to use your carbide bit and then go over the nail again with your arbor band. It smooths everything. It takes time away from you trying to buff and smooth out everything. It does not work, y'all. Use this mandrel bit after. You're going to see how much cleaner and how much nicer your nails are going to look. I promise you. All right? I promise. You're going to be like, oh my God, my nails look so good. It's going to look good. This is one of my secrets. I don't teach in my class. It sounds horrible with me saying that I don't teach, but this is one of my secrets. I just teach the basics. YouTube, I just said, you know what, I'm going to put it all out there. I've been doing nails for too long, so here I go, and I'm putting it out for you, all right? So you just want to take your time and go around. Always remember your nail file, your nail buffer, your mandrel bit, your carbide. Anything that files, anything that's smooth, it refines. So you always want to refine your shape, refine your base. Anytime you're doing anyone's nails, okay? Then here I go with my 180 buffer again. I used my 80 side, then I used the 100 side after. Not always, but because the mandrel bit did all the work for me, I don't need to do too much nail buffing, right? So Now that we have finished filing our nails, getting rid of all the dust and everything, I go over my nails with a bit of acetone just to get rid of any dust and debris in the cuticles and just to make the nail nice and smooth. What this does, it makes the acrylic sticky for anything to adhere to it. So as we're about to do our design, you see how nice they look now? So the design we're about to do, she wanted like some chrome gold all over the place. So what I did was I mixed black with a top coat. This top coat, I don't even know the name. I'll have to put it in the description box. But this top coat is the absolute best. It costs a lot of money, but it's the best, y'all. So what I did first was I mixed a little black with the top coat, and I just randomly used a little brush to put some all over the place, because gold pops more with a black undertone underneath. So, and then once I did that, we had our gold base, and then we're gonna do something else and go over again to have our textured look. I think this nail brush, I had this nail brush for at least 10 years, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. When I be looking at my stuff, I'm like, dang, I had this so long. As old as my daughter, oh my goodness. But I've been doing nails, y'all. I love doing nails. Nails is like therapeutic for me. When I'm at my nail desk, that's when I remember all my important stuff. Because, you're so deep in thought. But nails allow you to be creative. Nails allow you to have freedom. It's just you have to put the work in. You can't just say, oh, I want to do nails, and you don't practice or, try new things. So here we are now. I got my gold. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a glove on, and I'm going to rub this gold all over the place. And as you see, I have my cart nail glue. So I put some of that on the side with the black that I mixed with the top coat. And see, we have our foundation gold right there. And then I'm going to use the Macart glue. I'm going to go over the gold base that I have right here already. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to make a textured look on top of that gold that's already there. And that's what's going to give us our nice, elegant looking gold effect. It's a simple design. You can do it in your salon. It does require a little technique, but all you have to do is practice. Always dry the sides of it. I don't care what nail dryer you have. The sides of my clients' nails are always, they never dry. I had to brush off the excess gold chrome. I am telling you, I hate chrome, but I love it, and I love it, and I love it. It's like a love-hate relationship. You can never, ever, 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 like, you love something in nails and then you hate it. You love it when it's all done and it comes out perfect. So now you can see on my little glass tool, what I did was I ended up mixing the rest of the black and the top coat. I just went ahead and mixed it with the Macart glue just to give it a little texture. And I remember, as I said, black, when chrome goes on black, it gives it a nice it shows up brighter. So that's what I went ahead here and did. I just gave it a little texture. It's gonna look like a nice texture look. I'm gonna go over it again with the gold, and you're gonna see it's gonna have a nice textured look. It looks really exquisite. It looks really rich and, sexy, especially with the shape. So you always want to define the shape of the nail. You don't ever look at the client's fingers, look at their hands, and you'll know what type of design they give them. But I tell my clients, I don't think no more. I just be like, listen, you better come with your picture. I don't think there's not a picture on Instagram or the internet that I can't do, because they always come with a picture and I always execute it well. So, you want to be versatile. You want to be skilled in every area. You want to try your best to always, learn new things. Don't just stick to one nail thing. Yeah, some designs take time, because I tell them, listen, I can't sit here and be all on your nail on you alone all day. I love my clients to death, but I love my life too. So I have a lot of clients all day. So I tell everybody, just be mindful of the other clients that are coming in, that, we can't spend all day on just you alone. So I said, book accordingly, so we have enough time to create the design or the look that you want, to give you perfection. And when I tell you she loved these nails, She's like, right, oh my God. That's what I do. It's your birthday. Girl, if it was my birthday, you better do me some new nails. I'm nice too. And, my client, she supported me for a very long time. Oop, look what I was about to do. I was about to put top coat. I was like, oh, shoot. I don't know. I forgot to put the other coat of the gold chrome. And it came out so nice, y'all. I don't know if you can see the texture a little bit. I think I was too excited and my hand moved out of focus, but you can see here how it came out so nice. Her nails, it was just perfect, y'all. I don't know what it is, but when I do some nice nails for my clients and they're happy, it makes me happy. So if you're a nail tech, don't be happy when she done your nails and be like, oh, you want to take pictures and and all that, then she don't love to do no nails. She just wants your money. I'm joking. Everybody's different, and sometimes, I'm gonna tell you this too. When you go to your client, when you go to your nail tech with negative energy, they don't want to do nothing for you. You gotta make them excited. Make them excited to do something cute, So her nails came out bomb. If you can look and you'll see that the textured look is on. So now I'm gonna just top coat her down. I top coat twice because chrome be chipping and I don't like it. So this top coat, since I've been using it, it's the best. Okay, the absolute best. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Gave you my little tips and tricks. Hopefully you take them and you use them in your business. And I hope you find all the success in your nail journey, just like I have. I absolutely love what I do. And I hope you love it too. Just take your time. Rome wasn't built in a day. And your skills will grow. The more practice you get, you're good to go. All right? Peace, love, and shop Glitter Box. Y'all could follow me on Instagram at Kutekellz Glitter Box, or you can check out my website, Kutekellz Nails. All right? Peace. Enjoy. Hope you have a wonderful, I think Valentine's Day coming up. So I wish you all the love on Valentine's Day. Hope you find a little boo too, if you ain't already got one. If you're looking to get your nails done, if you're trying to book me, if you're trying to fly me out, yo, hit me up. I'm on IG, all right? So thank you for watching my video, and I hope you learned something. If you have, follow me, subscribe to my page. Thank you.